Sarah's Bookish Adventures. Today is day 5 of 25 videos till Christmas. Bookish videos till Christmas, I should say. Today we will be talking about sequel problems, and I filmed this video about like the beginning of my channel, and I called it sequel sickness. I hated it. I deleted it. Excuse me. So I thought it might be a good video for 25 bookish videos till Christmas. So not all of them will be bookish, so I'll probably have like, I'll just skip over it, you'll see, but most of them will be bookish. So I think my biggest problem with sequels is I put them to the back burner for new releases, debuts, or really hyped books like off of YouTube or TikTok or things like that, because I've read more. I have so many sequels I have bought or even checked out, but then like this hyped book comes and I put the sequel, or I even return the sequel back to the library to read the hyped book. And it's kind of been a big trend this year that I have put off sequels to read at least debuts or very hyped books. I have like a list. Hold on. Where's the... Gotta go back. I have like a list of sequels, and I don't know where it is. It's a notebook. I was prepared, but I think this is it. Yeah. So I do have a list, but like I said, hyped books, sequels. So I think my big goal for sequels in 2022 will be reading at least a couple sequels every month. I may not finish series. I may even start new series. One of my big goals for 2022 is to read sequels. Like, I have a huge list. Let me tell you the books. Vengeful. I have to reread Vicious first. Girls of Storm and Shadow. Probably have to reread the first one or get a recap. My Calamity Jane. They're like standalones, but it is the last Lady Jane book. Well, I don't know if the lady is called the Lady Jane books, what the series is called, but it is the last retelling of a Jane. Now they're on to Mary's. I would like to finish off My Calamity Jane to get to the Mary series, because they had released the first one. I would like to read that. And then for Better or Cursed, I think that's the Babysitting Club, Blood and Honey, Serpent and Dove. I think I would like to read Serpent and Dove, Blood and Honey, and the sequel again, Bones Crier's Dawn. That is the sequel to Bones Crier. I read that. I wanted to say this year, but I checked. I read it last year. So what I might do is get a recap from the first one and read that, because it's only a duology. I'd be finishing a duology. Siren's Fury, Siren's Song. I'm just going to reread the first one, because it's like really a lot of stuff happens in the first one. I can't even tell you what the title is for the first one, but I want to read the first one. I'll probably just check them all out once. A Mixture of Magic, and that, I mentioned the first one, the first two in my middle grade. Hold on. I wrote it down. I know I did. I have a lot of notes for other videos for Bookmas. Or this is the wrong notebook. I think it's this one over here. Yeah. So, for Mixed of Magic, the first two that I read, where is it? Lost City? A Sprinkle of Spirits. Oh no, it's A Dash of Trouble and A Sprinkle of Spirits. So I think overall it's like Love, Sugar, Magic. I think that's the series I'd like to finish off that book, because it's the finale in that middle grade trilogy. A Kingdom of... Oh, read that. Arm of the Sphinx. I like to read The Hob King. I've finished The Arm of the Sphinx. I'd like to read Dead Match in a Ditch, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and then the last book of the Kingdom of Ash, the Throne of Ash series. I would like to continue with my reread of A Court and Rose's Theories. Funny thing about that, I reread the first one last Christmas. Didn't end up reading it until January, finishing it. So I think I definitely want to get back to Sarah J. Maas because I haven't released that. Rose got for my birthday in February. Got a signed edition and everything. The sequel is coming out and I didn't even start that. So I think I'm going to have to prioritize Sarah J. Maas books in 2022. I want to read more Keeper of the Lost Cities, Nightfall, which I'm going to be reading in December. Flashback, I want to read Starsight, the sequel of Brandon Sanderson's sci-fi, like Skyward. I'm rereading that because I don't remember anything, but I want to get the third book. So reread Skyward, get to Starsight, read the novellas that just were released, and then finish it up because I think the third one is the final. I want to get to Holopox, so I need to read. I reread The Trials of Morgan Crow. I need to read Wondersmith, and I just haven't felt in the mood to pick it up, but I want to get to Holopox because there is a new release coming in October. The fourth book is coming out. I want to read Children of Virtue and Vengeance, and on here it's Princess of the Silver Woods. That is going to be read in December because it is on, as you've seen before this video, because I believe it's day 5. I think I've said that. I'll have to double check. It's day 5. My pre-filming has scattered my brain. I will be reading that. Then I need to read the finale for the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, Capturing the Devil. I got like this really nice signed edition, and then I got like Beacon Book Box, Kingdom of the Wicked. It has gold sprite edges. I don't know if they did a release because I didn't get an update from them for the sequel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that as a special edition, but buy the Barnes & Noble copies of Kingdom of Wicked and its sequel. And then I need to read A Gathering of Shadows and A Conjuring of Light. And I finished Dark Shade of Magic 6 months ago. And like I said, new releases come out or books get hyped up. Kind of changes what I want to read. And I want to keep up with everyone. I want to read the new releases. I probably have more sequels that I need to get on here, but I don't have them written down. So like I said, I'm going to start prioritizing sequels and finishing up series because, or at least keep reading till even if the next release is not coming out, and then just do a recap of all the books up till the release of the next sequel, just so I can finish books and they don't sit there because I do want to read them. I do buy sequels. If I do not enjoy the first book, I'm not going to buy the sequel. So I did enjoy the first book, but these sequels have sat around for at least 3 years. Some of them have sat around for 3, some of them are new, or some have been pushed to the back burner. Like I read the first book at the library and other books came out and I just had to read the new releases or debuts. It is a problem. Debuts are my problem because I'll prioritize them, and then after I read the debut and the sequel comes out, I still won't read the sequel. So I think sequels have to be a big thing next year. I think it's going to be a goal, and I do want to continue on with these series, and I wouldn't obviously keep buying the sequel if I didn't love the book. So sequels are definitely a priority, and it kind of makes me that's not on this list that I'll probably talk about on the fantasy list. You're probably going to be hearing, and you're going to probably be hearing a lot of books on repeat, which that's okay. That tends to happen, but I read The Final Empire a year ago, I think in 2019. I didn't continue on, and I loved Brandon Sanderson's writing, so I'm just probably either going to get a recap or reread it and just start the series over again because I don't remember. There's a lot of live shows on YouTube to get caught up with popular books, but sometimes not every book you love is going to be popular. So definitely probably reread the first books and some of these so I could get to the sequel. If there isn't a recap, or if it's like a strong, I really want to reread it to get to the sequel. But I think, like I said, I definitely need to stop. I mean, I love hype books and new releases and debuts and things, but I think next year I'm going to have to be better at least reading 2 to 3 sequels a month to at least get this down, and still try to keep up with new releases as well. Is there any sequels like you guys have put off because of new releases, hyped books that just have been sitting on your shelves, backburnered, that you want to change for 2022? Please let me know down below. If you have the same problem as me, please let me know. Please let me know I'm not the only one out there who focuses on the new stuff, but they love the first book in like a series, a trilogy, a duology, and they buy the sequels and it just sits there. Like, I got all the Cruel Prince books and my mom bought me all of them. Like, for, I think I got 3 for like, I bought the first one for Christmas, and then the next 2 I got for my birthday because they released really quickly that year. And then I got even the short story collection, or like How the King of Flame or something, hate short stories. I have all those books and I only read the first one. So yeah, please tell me I'm not the only one who does this. All right, that is it for Bookmas Day 5. Please like, please comment, and please subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!